Traveler? Paimon?
Kanish! Fancy meeting you here! We've actually—
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a
Oh, the, Turnfire Knight, you mean. You were still his first choice, it's just— Oh,
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been complete.
Once and for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire Knight ever?
That's right. He wants to use you to send them
To the Night Kingdom?
to his death.
Whoa, are you serious right now? You shouldn't go blurting out accusations like that, I could get you in—
Too blunt? There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping,
But that's ridiculous! He told us—
and that glory comes up.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a Ah, yes, and then...
She likely won't be the last.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way?
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him. That evil power has both driven him insane. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge.
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure soon enough.
If he really asked us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I know this must come as quite a shock. I'd like to make a deal with you.
What kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later. Good. See you soon. Too slow. Too slow.
Mighty Outlanders, you have...
It was, pretty good.
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Mali...
Plus, Kanish doesn't want to do it anyway.
Exactly. So, now, it's time for us to discuss. We covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings yesterday, but it's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can.
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the flame bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient... But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the abyss. With your help, I'm optimistic. This time, we can dispel all the remaining abyss.
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly have a lot of confidence in yourself. That's all you really need to know? The ceremony's in 3 days? In the meantime, feel free to take a look around ours. And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there.
So now we have extra errands to run?
Just a humble suggestion. I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you have any questions.
Seems like Kanish was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
You're here.
Kanish, Elder Trinidad said that—
I can tell. It's written on your face.
Is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Hello, Chief Waina.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I believe Kanish has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes. From Yupanqui the Firebringer to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. Nana's death was a great tragedy. My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration. Perhaps there is. But despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not... Though I sense that your mind is not yet made up.
So, Kanish, earlier—
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
That works too.
Swallow Fury.
Kanish, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you?
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. I'm working on it.
Really? Well, come on.
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh, yeah. What was it again? Oh, right. We need to—
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
You got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get— Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a house, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together. Is that related to the—
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dog. I did some research after the fact. So, if we can locate one of these beastly—
Whoa, that sounds kinda crazy.
It's not without its risks, of course. Still, we desperately need something like this. Even the chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive.
Paimon can understand.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, and he has every right to take that view. No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Because at least in our experience, the dog's open—
I think I know a way. You have any better—
Not at the moment, but it just feels like using the power of the Abyss for our own ends isn't gonna end well. After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to—
Alright, so what's this deal you wanted to make with us?
All I need you to do is keep people away from me. I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the flame bearer. If you help me out, there'll be a gift for you in return.
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say. Just keep doing what you've been doing. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony. Then, when the day of the ceremony comes...
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous. And even if it works, what if...
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me. Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
For sure. And who knows, maybe...
Great. Well, for the next cup, good luck to us.
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribe's people and take some heat off of Kenichi's back.
Pony, how can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people, and look what happened to Nana!
But it wasn't on purpose. The Mountain King is sick, that's all.
That's true, but the fact remains that he's now a threat to all of us!
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick?
Toba,
Pony's saying nasty things about the Mountain King.
once upon a time, maybe, but not anymore.
Yesterday, maybe, but not anymore.
Toba? Fine, I guess my dad is right. As of today, our friendship is over. Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. The Traveler is gonna be the flame bearer for the next Turnfire night. He's gonna do a beautiful ceremony and cure the Mountain King's illness for...
What? Really?
So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you about? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs.
Wait, speaking of Kanich,
Oh yeah, good question. We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy.
no, you can't let that happen. I've never even spoken to him before. I can't afford to make such a bet.
We didn't mean to argue with Toba. All he said was that the Mountain King has done some pretty bad things. He was the one who turned it into a fight. Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for the baby Saurians. All right. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kanich, I'm sorry, Toba. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said. Dad just really misses Nana, and I was really upset that she's gone.
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did either. It wasn't very nice of me. For the Traveler and Paimon, Kanich, and for Nana, I'm sorry too.
That's more like it. Now you're best friends again. Yes, so, Toba, if I ever say something mean about the Mountain King in the future, I'll make sure I say it to someone else. And I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. He needs to see you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, I'll head home as well.
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they said they're sorry, it looks like their friendship isn't as... let's just hope we can solve this once and for all. Come on, let's move. Huh? What's going on? Hey there, what's happening here?
A rehearsal for the Turnfire night dance.
Oh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too.
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around the tribe these days. I thought everyone would be keeping away.
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire night, of course. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals.
Well, did you know that the flame bearer this...
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. What? Oh, it's you? Man, oh man, it's funny.
You're not...
Not bad, right? Yeah, I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the sacred flame.
Oh, very impressive.
Well, the question is, what are we gonna do about this in the long term? The way things are going?
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah, it's a great opportunity to go.
What's this?
You've never heard of it? Speaking of which,
A how? A how?
oh, yeah, him. Then do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin.
Really?
Who knows? But strangely enough,
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
you bet it does. But after all the Abyss elected, or you look like you know your way around a fight.
If all you need to get is a pin...
Wait, you're ser-
Come on, it's no big deal.
Pyro Archon above. You two have hearts of gold, you know that? Of course it is. Monsters.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago. This could get dangerous. We'll take it.
Great minds think alike. I'm not about to cramp your...
That should be the last of them. It's a good thing Tiago had the sense to stay in his hiding place. Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural. True. Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just... That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche. And I thought my luck was bad.
Oh.
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Hey, Ponche, come and say hi to these guys.
Wait,
Huh?
my nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a nick.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These...
Really?
Allow me to explain.
I spent years on the word Mount,
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
and now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student.
See what I mean, Ponche? Now,
I don't know if he's still there, but
Take it easy.
hey, you thieving rat!
what do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved foot first into a tree hollow. Oh, what's this? Run a little... Earth suckers!
Hey, he's trying to... Hey! You good? Let's chase him down.
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, please, I don't have your stuff anymore.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you threw it?
The old bum's bag didn't have... All that time lying in wait was for nothing. The same place you found me. Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon, it's the truth.
Okay, what do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth. Right, let's hope nobody gets...
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Hoytzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy. This holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history. This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power. Yupanki's Turnfire. Let me see the...
Silence, Book Muncher! The great Kahula will suffer your droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction.
What? You're saying Kenichi will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body? When will that glorious day arrive?
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like saints in comparison.
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind with the great Kahula is sheer vanity!
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms, to heavenly thrones, to worlds beyond. But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle. Thus, and you, great Kahula How, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close. Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see...
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we...
Does that mean
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book, but
the whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire night? Well, not exactly, but I thought my research might at least...
Oh, really? So...
I think the key to all...
Ponche, you know as well as that...
You're right, but
Yeah, I remember that story. Maybe you're the special kid.
I'm not talking about...
Like what?
Like the fact that the mountain... The key factor is that Burkina some... If you don't believe...
Traveler, different situation, but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of...
So, it began...
Hey?
I'm sorry.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kenichi, what are you...
I'm more or less finished with it.
Denise! I'm on...
So Mr.
I'll be there, Pod. Let's go. Here will do. Yeah, I'd like...
Sounds like you're not considering Ponche's idea.
You heard him.
Yet.
I think it's possible, based on... Burkina didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire wasn't...
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many... The story Elder Trinidad told you was the Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered.
What? Then,
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home. It's the only The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. And still, he's been...
ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain.
Then let's break for the day.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
You're here.
Oh, so the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Very well. The almighty... Kanich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just...
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How! No one!
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against. Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now.
Kanich! Oh, we could drown this measly flying ant in one drop with a spit! How dare you compare her! Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak havoc on...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a how in there for a couple of days.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The rift hounds will tear through space to get to this. You'll find out soon. They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the...
You see, Kanich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great Kahula How, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use. Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sends him out to the abyss in a shocking act of betrayal.
Huh? Angel?
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. K...
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking, but it looks like you've already met.
Yikes. Frosty reception.
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance now.
There we have it. Change it.
Sanka! Aha! So you're the glasses guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you about your story!
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label.
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy?
I'll pass.
Wait, of course! You're the one behind all the recent abyss activity!
Haven't I told you before? I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books.
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events, so I struck a deal with him.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. That would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you. Just wait. Does that...
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich?
There is no betrayal! The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one!
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish! The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke! Not even a map!
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect?
The abysmal disorder would suit you better!
Traveler?
Hey now, I may be a lowly clerk. I could never beat you in a... Do me a favor.
Darn! You got away!
It's alright, he's not worth our time and energy.
If you say so.
To borrow that guy's words, think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you take even the unripe fruit blown off...
Huh.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly. You could...
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached.
Such as a how watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture! Vulture! Oh, we are the Dragon Supreme! Sovereign ruler of the nation of Flip!
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's Turnfire night. Time to...
Oh yeah, hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous.
And it can't hurt to say this one more time. See you tomorrow.
Ah, at long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people. These many young people have heard the...
Well, they won't have to wait for long. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation.
Well, it's nearly time.
Off we go!
Here we are.
Our honored guests I have heard much about your fine work of...
Don't worry about it.
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved,
A resolution will come in due course.
no one would disagree. Look around you.
The ceremony was arranged on short notice.
That may be so.
Good evening, Traveler in Paimon.
Kaniche! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you...
Very well, but make it quick.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but,
What a surprise!
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, like the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then the ceremony is complete.
that sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the turn fire. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
So that's our part. What about...
I'll be with you the whole way. You can leave that side of things to me.
Okay, we'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Hoonie and the others just now. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Mr. Traveler, you look so cool today! You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens us again, right? I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on the whole time.
How are you doing? I'm counting on you. By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on. My brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the fire once again, and let the Turnfire night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
Go get the sacred flame. Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up. Impressive. Just one more to go. Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead. Great. All the pillars are light. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. Almost there. The cave is just up ahead. This presence is growing strong. You should deal with the contamination first. There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Woohoo! We've lit up the fire! That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yunkasaurs from 500 years ago. He's very powerful.
Paimon can tell. He is huge.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the sacred flame.
There's no need this time.
Such strong abyssal power. Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Is that...
Oh, Chief Wyna, Elder Trinidad. This is about to get a little dangerous.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your locust king into the beastly rift!
But... I'm sorry, Chief Wyna and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination. Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time.
You imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is...
You forced my hand. I had...
Elder Trinidad!
No, the Mountain King is waking up! He will cause...
Everyone, out! Now!
Oh, it seems there's only one way to awaken you all. Take me, oh Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand. Locked up. Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. I can use those against him. Yeah, that's it. Overrule.
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end! Waits at large shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
Whew! Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh?
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He's...
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk taker?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown. He's fine. Don't worry. After the incident yesterday, it is somewhat akin to a scab. We've never seen anything like it. I think their theory makes sense.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy?
It's practically a miracle.
Wow. That's amazing! thinking...
I know what you're thinking. Because you and Kenichi. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Oh, so that was the real turn?
I may be the chief of this tribe, if anyone can answer it.
Ah, so Kenichi then. Hey, Kenichi!
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
We were gonna ask you the same question.
Sorry, I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction.
Kenichi, when you went into the flames,
Intending to what?
to,
Sacrifice myself? Of course not, but now I'm curious.
well, because everyone's saying the turn and Hanche's theory.
So I'm afraid I can't say for sure.
Well, even if you don't know,
What I would say is,
the Mountain King?
the core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation. It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option.
Alright, so how is the Mountain King doing now?
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Yeah, I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. Its body remains fighting.
But we saw him come back to his senses yesterday.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity before it croaked.
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedies of the past now. That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us.
Well, at least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward now too.
Yeah, that's right.
But he ended up being completely useless.
That's on him. Is that...
Friends? So, promise me. For you?
So, in the end, only poor little Huni got the sad ending?
Yeah, everyone's happy except me. First Nana, then my dad. Wait, is it
Pony.
Toba? You're my friend. Huh?
Now hold your Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I All right, I'll just get to the point.
What?
You're On my first day, it's a dangerous...
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, in the hands of the enemy, I was... Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer? But in the end, I made it through.
Is that it?
The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times.
Very smart, Huni, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too. She's right behind you.
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again. Huh?